Holla, what's up?
What's up, Anthony Hamilton, my celebrity life, Ge Holla.
Shout out to Ge Holla, reaching 1 million listeners on his podcast, My Celebrity Life, resetting the bar.
What's up, Ge Holla? This your boy Genuine. Shout out to you.
Y'all, this Master P, and shout out to Ge Holla of My Celebrity Life, the show.
Ge Holla, check this. I know we didn't get to speak at the spot that we was at together, but look, man, keep going, keep doing your thing.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, man. We always find some of the coolest and some of the smoothest people that there is. This time we found a divine being in the universe, you know what I'm saying, representing directly from source that some of y'all may say God, you know what I'm saying? But we won't play a game of semantics. She was influenced by her southern roots and keeps it modest, and where her whereabouts on her new single, Still, rapping over trap beats, as casually reminds the naysayers that she doesn't have any outside validation or fake applause to be successful. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show. You know what I'm saying? Shiva SoulLit. What's going on with you? How you doing?
Blessed, man. How about yourself? What's going on? Hey, I love that intro. Appreciate that. Oh,
Hey, boy, come on.
I was okay. So I'm gonna start where I was born. I was born at Colorado Springs. My mom was in the military, so she had me at Fort Carson. And then, like, right after that, maybe 6 weeks, I moved to Dallas, Texas. Now, that's where all my family on my mom's side is. So that's what I consider to be my home, 214. That's Dallas. And then my mom, she was in the military, so I moved all over. But I went to high school down in Savannah, Georgia. So Savannah, Georgia, and Dallas, Texas, those are my two home cities, if that makes sense. See, Poe, what you know about the pool, baby? Hey. We were down in Savannah. She was definitely a steward when I was younger and as an adult, and then Hunter Army Airfield. I've always loved music. Like, I was the kid in the backseat. My mama played certain songs. Like, I was in love with Monica. I would consider her to be my favorite singer. I love Escape, 112. But I will say what sparked something in me. Shout out to Shantae Popsy Harris, the brat, So Deaf. When I heard her voice, I don't know, it just sparked something in me. It was on Survivor, the remix by Destiny Child. And then the second time I heard her was on Bow Wow's album. And she did a remix to one of his songs, Crazy or something like that. And her voice just went so hard. I don't know, it just made me want to rap. So Nelly was also one of my favorite rappers. I would just take instrumentals back then and rewrite my own raps when I was younger. And that's really what sparked it. But I'll also say, like, on the musical side of it, I used to be in a band when I was in elementary school, played the cello. When I was in the church, I used to watch the drummer, the dude, play the drums. And I used to just sit there like, dang, I want to do that one day. And then ended up playing the drums for the church and high school, too. I was on the drum line. So music is embedded in my DNA, but I got to give my props to the brat, Chicago. I just came back from out there working an event. Like, yeah, the brat tat. So I was young as hell. And my grandma, where I'm from in Dallas, Texas, my hood is called Monahan Court. So I just wrote this little whack ass song about Dallas. That was like my first or second. So I spit the hook to that, and then I spit the hook to the other one because Nelly was my favorite rapper. Y'all hear the correlation. And listen, don't play with me, all right? I'm doing this shit. I'm being vulnerable right now. So I got this game. All right, Dallas is the place to be. Monahan Court is where you can find me. Chilling with my niggas up in the streets. Booming beats, playing ball every week. That's the hook to that one. And then the other one, like, I was in love with Nelly #1, I think. So I just kind of did my own twist on it. I heard a crazy beat one day, and this kind of went to the beat. But I am #1, yeah. I am #1, yeah. I'm not 2 nor 3, but I'm 1. And I like to have some fun. I'm really, really tall. My sport is basketball, and I am #1. I thought that shit was gonna go worldwide when I was a kid, man. But yeah, I had to be no more than like 9 years old when I wrote them shits for real. Those are my two first songs. I was a kid when I wrote those. The Brad, Nelly, just writing some real stuff. Heard it a lot since I've been a kid, for sure.
Yeah. You've been here before. You know, if you do a don't believe in reincarnation or reanimation back into this conscious realm or reality that we call the Matrix, you've definitely been here before.
For
Mhm.
sure, for sure. I respect that, yeah. And I hear where
Uh,
you coming from. I feel that. I feel like I don't know, I ruled some nation in my past life, had to. I exude that energy. So, word. You dead on. You definitely dead on. That's my purpose in this lifetime. And I'm actually grateful because I have friends that really don't know their purpose. And I'm not always happy. My life ain't perfect, but I'm a pretty happy, peaceful person. So, knowing my purpose is a big part of that because you can just always go back to that when you don't know what else to do, you know? And it's always bigger than just the music or bigger than just you when you walking in your purpose. So, yeah, I will say that makes life a little bit more easier. You dead on, brother. Look at you. In that knowledge, prolific. So I started my spiritual journey. And Shiva kind of came across to me because he's a Hindu god, but straight man. He's the balance between femininity and masculinity. A lot of his traits are just me. Like I'm an Aries, so I don't really get angry unless things are happening that are unfair. Like you playing in my face. Like it really got to be something that's just straight disrespectful or kids being played with, taking money, playing with my family, just things like that. So Shiva's name is the destroyer of ignorance, the balance between femininity and masculinity. And I took that on because I'm super androgynous. Like I'm a woman, 100%, pronoun she. But yeah, he's a powerful being. And I feel like a lot of his characteristics are me. But I started my spiritual journey years ago. And I will say, like, I'm not even finna get into that story right now. That's another day, another topic. But yeah, there was a lot of guys that had kind of came to me and I resonated with that one the most. Now, I will say this, I do believe in a higher power. Um, yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at that. I just got
cool, cool,
that
cool,
name
cool, cool.
on as a household name. Don't want your artist name to be your real name. So yeah. So still is a record. I kind of took a hiatus from writing for a while, and I have a song that Zaytoven produced. A lot of my people that's in my circle, they love that record, but Zaytoven prices, they up there. So I make beats myself too, and then I went on YouTube and I'd be looking for certain stuff. So I was in the inspiration of Zaytoven inspired records. I'm here in Atlanta. Um, I'm always networking with the DJs. Shout out to Coalition DJs. I know a few DJs out there. I go to the strip clubs, hang out with them sometimes, and they spin my records. So I'm in the mindset of just having fun. I'm always doing serious stuff and talking about we gonna lift each other up and all this crap. Now let's have some fun on this record. But still is actually a real story. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't sit there and write it. I just kind of punched in with the record. And when people think we on stage and we forget our words, nah, like sometimes we really don't be writing our shit. And that don't mean we didn't write it. Like punching in is a thing and you don't remember it, when you hear it back. But I know the song now. Um, but yeah, it's just every lyric in that song is super real. My modest attitude, having to take a step back, looking out for my guys, they looking out for me too. Um, yeah, and it's a record that I feel like everybody can relate to. I'm real careful about just catering to one audience. Like, I want to cater to everybody. I want men, straight men, to put my records on, which, does happen. And not everybody will agree with it. I'm completely okay with that. But majority will put that fucking record on and be like, yo, who this? That shit go hard without even knowing what I look like or anything. And that's the goal, to make music for everybody. So, hell yeah. It's not to be forced, but if you hear a bop like that, most men gonna be like, still trapping. Like, who the fuck that little bitch is? And I won't get offended. Like, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you like it, you like it. I got you. I made you look. I made you listen. So, yeah.
Oh, that's dope right there. You definitely on it. Let's talk about your Infinite D music. Tell us more about that.
So actually, that was my name at first, but my name is Diamond. That's my real name. Don't tell nobody else. No, I'm playing. So Infinite D, that was my LLC. When I started back in like 2016, that came from my first name, Infinity, Infinite D, blah blah blah, spirituality, whatever. So I came in contact with a mentor. I was going by Infinite D, and my company name was Infinite D Music too. He was like, that don't make sense. Why would your artist name be the same name as your business name? And I'm like, because I'm the business. And he was just trying to explain to me, like, nah, you need to figure it out. Either change your business name or change your name. And that's how Shiva came to me for real. So yeah, Infinite D was the first name that I LLC my business through. And it's still LLC to this day. Like that's my brand, Infinite D. That's like the household of SoulLit, which is actually my clothing line, my merch brand. So yeah, Infinite D houses a lot of different things. I used to audio engineer, State Farm Arena, putting together screens, wires, speakers, and stuff for big name artists. Like most fun tour I did, I think, was Taylor Swift and Post Malone. But I don't do that anymore. I don't really have the time. But yeah, Infinite D Music is my company. Hexagon goes into that too. I'm sure you know that it ties into exactly what you just said. So that's why I chose that as my logo. But it's still some fire shit, you know. You so lit, your soul lit. Hey. On all platforms, it's Shiva SoulLit, ShivaSoulLit. I'm mostly right now posting stories on my Instagram. Promise I'm not trying to be mysterious. That's why y'all still get stories. So if y'all follow my stories, it's kind of like my little Snapchat right now. You'll go to work with me where I sell vacation packages on the weekend to fund my music. And even while I'm at home, like making my coffee in the morning, chilling with my wife, like whatever, chilling with my dogs. That's the best way you can see what I got going on. And on my YouTube, if you just YouTube Shiva SoulLit, I have a personal page that has my face as the background or the main picture. Subscribe to that one. And then I have other pages where my music is released on. But I make instrumentals. Sometimes I'll post a random reaction video. My music videos are on there. Yeah, I want to tap in. Most definitely. Definitely want to tap in. I got something for everybody. So, yeah. She was so lit on everything. I've been asked that so many times. It's time. I had to step back from that for a second because you know how people like to live off of us artists. So I only have been doing shows where I get booked properly. If I have to sell tickets, you know, as long as I'm getting booked properly, and we all know what that means, I sell some tickets and I'm going to bring some people. My people going to show up. Or if I'm in a different city, I still sell the tickets, even if my people won't come, like it's a new city. So I don't know what you expect. I just have to be booked the right way. And yeah, I'm doing this interview for that to get my name out there more. I'm super professional, on time, perfect set. Yes, I rehearse. I do everything I need to do as an artist. So if you book me, I got you. We're doing festivals. I'm open to Pride. Didn't really have, you know, the best experiences, but I'm still open to that too. And, you know, just mostly festivals, opening for other artists, especially down here in the South. I live in Atlanta. And yeah, out with the kid. It's your girl, Shiva SoulLit. It's your girl, Shiva SoulLit. I'm on My Celebrity Life with Ge Holla. We out.